welcome Munya.
Wagwan, ladies. Wagwan, England. How art thou?
He's arrived.
Last time I was here, I was doing an MP, wasn't I?
Yes, and it was on
Chirpsing
Zoom.
Margaret Thatcher.
Oh, that was fun.
Would.
It was on Zoom, so it's really good to have you in the studio, in the flesh, and fresh off the back of not only hosting the MOBOs, but a brand new YouTube original series that is out now.
Yes, I tell you what, it's been a long year, but a good year.
Mm-hmm.
My forehead wasn't always this big, ladies. I'm telling you that right now. It's the stress. But you know what? So as you mentioned, the series is out, Race Around Britain, and it's my first executive produced project. And it's just surreal because when I started off on TV, I would do anything to present. So I used to actually email agents saying I was Idris Elba's son.
Oh my gosh.
I promise you. So the email would say Idris Elba Mark II. I'd spend the whole email talking about being Idris Elba's son, and then the bottom would be like, I'm lying, but please invite me in for a chat.
I was lying, but
Did it work?
Yeah, it worked.
And I swear he's got a daughter, so it's really a lie.
Yeah, well, you know what? We've all got a past, haven't we?
All right, before we talk about your new show, I want to get into that. How was the MOBOs? It was only the other day. You hosted alongside Leanne,
Yes.
and you killed it.
Oh, thank you, man. I mean, do you know what? It's just so incredible when you're in a room with all of with so much black excellence. It just takes your breath away. And surprisingly, it was one of them ones where I wasn't even that nervous. Usually I get a very shiny forehead. I was not even out there looking like a Vaseline ad, which is the first time that's ever happened, because I was thinking about all the performers, how much they've got to remember, the dance routines, and that took my nerves away.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it was over in a flash, which the best things in life are, right? But I'm going to be reliving it in my mind. I've got my emotional post lined up. I'm going to be doing that very soon. after airbrushing my unibrow out in the middle.
We love it.
Well, you know, we had Leanne on the show a little while ago, and she was speaking about how excited she was to work with you. Did you enjoy it? How did you two blend together? Because as one half of a duo, it's not easy to find that chemistry with everyone.
Oh, man. Honestly, Leanne, I don't know whether we were once friends on Pokemon Go or something like that, but I feel like we just had a great friendship from the start, from the jump. And that's always something you worry about, isn't it? When you start something with a co-host, you're always like, God, is this going to be hard work? But we just hit it off straight away. And what I love most about her is she's done insane things in her career.
Yeah.
Stadiums, world tours, whatever. You wouldn't know it. Just like chatting to a normal mate. So that was the biggest blessing, being able to host with someone where as soon as we got off the stage, bants. As soon as we went on the stage, bants. That was 10 out of 10 for me.
I think with her, it's really nice. When we spoke to her, met her for the first time, it was about her new film, Boxing Day, and it was her debut acting role. But when she tries new things, she really wants to put her all into it, and she's really like, I'm going to learn how to do it, and I have to be good at it. So it's nice that this is presenting is new for her. Hosting a show is new for her. But you got on so well, you had loads of jokes, and it was a really good time. She seems like a really good woman.
Yeah, I mean, there was a time that I FaceTimed her when I first arrived, because I FaceTimed her. I hadn't looked at my phone. I was looking at my notes. I was like, yeah, Leanne, so we're just going to go through the script now. I was like, is this a good time to talk? And I looked at her and she was like, yeah, I'm just breastfeeding both the twins right now. So if you could call back.
I'm busy. Munya, I'm busy.
A little bit occupied.
Your brand new series, Race Across Britain. Tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, so this is my debut YouTube original series.
Oi.
So it's Race Around Britain. YouTube had a meeting with me, and they were like, cool, tell us all your ideas. So I read all my ideas off a bit of paper, and I was like, well, I don't know, we could do a show where I race around Britain in some sort of car or something. And they're like, we love it, make it into a show. And so I waited until I'd written the show and got it commissioned, and then I was like, guys, I can't actually drive. So we got my best friend.
You're so good at this.
So we got my best friend Scott to be our white chauffeur.
Oh, lovely.
Because then we wouldn't get pulled over. Do you know what I mean? It's not. You can't have a show where every 5 minutes you're getting pulled over by the police. So that's how the show came about. And I wanted to tackle race, which has been a very sort of, the minute you mention race, people's bum cheeks start seizing up. There are crevices clenching across the nation just hearing me say it now. And I was like, I want to do it through comedy. I want to do these big stunts. So things like, white privilege, people get very kind of tense about that. I was like, all right, well, let's explore that by making a secret drill tune with 3 Karens. So you might have seen it the other week. It went viral. I had a theory that you can tell there's a difference between, you can tell there's something called white privilege because you can get I could take 3 random white ladies called Karen, write a drill song for them, which I did secretly, I ghostwrote it for them, and we posted it, and within 12 hours it had 1.2 million views.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that. We did an obstacle course. We built like a Ninja Warrior obstacle course because in Wales, which is the first episode, they've got this thing called Diversity Champions. And everyone's like, well, what are they? How do you find them? So we built a Diversity Championships where the competitors had to do the things diverse people face. So you had to balance along a beam whilst people are touching your hair. You had to try and run through a supermarket with a security guard following you. And when you got to the finish line, there was someone, the finish line dropped and it said, go back to where you came from. And you had to run back to the start to finish the obstacle course.
No, it's... Munya, you are a genius because this is so funny, but I'm like, wow, this is really real life.
Yeah.
Like, it's so funny and you've made it so relatable and we can laugh and we can joke, but go back.
Go back to
where you came from.
I mean, to be honest, that is what's going to be happening to me as soon as the government sees this series. But, we've got to have fun whilst we can, right?
Who are the guests that you have with you? The first episode was Young Philly, right?
Correct. Wales with Young Philly. Surrey with Nella Rose, Thanet with Michael Dapper, and Manchester with Harry Pinero.
Wow.
So I've not even worked with people like Nella or Philly before, but they are incredible. I wouldn't hesitate to say that Nella Rose, I think, is the most natural entertainer I've ever met. Because the hardest thing you could ever do is be yourself on camera. But it's like, I'm so conscious of the camera, like, as soon as it comes on. But her, it's like you're stepping into her world.
Yeah.
So for us to work together, it was amazing. I was a bit shy when I met her, a bit embarrassed, but...
Embarrassing. So you visited 4 different places with 4 different of our UK faves. Where was your favourite place to visit? Where did you have the most fun or get the weirdest reaction?
Well, when we went to Manchester, I just spent the whole day telling people I wasn't Aston from JLS.
Oh.
So that was interesting.
Okay,
I think they thought that the world tour had started the JLS world tour started in Manchester, but it was just plain old Munya. I think it was pretty cool going to Surrey as well. That's where we held a Karen convention. So we got a load of Karens in the field and just asked them a load of questions. And I was lectured by one Karen on camera for 30 minutes about frozen prawns.
Ooh.
Which is every man's dream, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, she'd gone to a restaurant and she'd ordered some prawns and one of the prawns' head was frozen. Oh. And apparently that is a war crime, according to some Karens. So.
Let's reflect a little bit because this year has been huge for you. We spoke about the MOBOs, you've released music, you've gone viral so many times that patient zero. What's been a highlight for you?
A highlight. Well, one of the things is that I remember one Easter, I was eating some mini eggs and I was like, wow, these are delicious. And I was like, okay, so let me set the story properly, actually. One day I did a stupid little quiz on my Instagram and I was like, if you get all the questions right, I'll give you some mini eggs. Now, I didn't have mini eggs and I forgot that people actually hold people to their promises.
Yes.
So I started getting bombarded by people being like, I got the quiz right, where are my mini eggs? And then I said, I didn't say when I was going to give them to you. It's going to be in 10 years' time. So everyone started sending me alarms set for in 10 years' time.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, long story short, Mini Egg sent me 400 bags, which I now have in my room. But I'm only allowed to give them out when I hit 1 million followers. So because our lockdown is finished and people are out and about, the followers are a bit slower to go up. So I've just got all these mini eggs melting into some sort of brown puddle in the corner of my room.
Highlight of 2021 is the mini eggs.
Is the skid mark of mini eggs.
In Munya's bedroom. 2021, people.
I think that story is my highlight of 2021.
All right, what about 2022? What can we look forward to getting from you Munya?
Mini eggs.
Yeah, Munya. I think I'm going to be... So 2021 was all about conquering TV. And I feel like I've managed to get pretty close to that. I feel like I've done that.
Complaints Welcome on Channel 4
exactly.
has been received excellently.
Yes.
And it's amazing.
We had the Channel 4 show. We've got Race Around Britain. So next year I want to start moving into film. I know some part of that is already happening. I can't say much about that. All I will say is 4 hours of prosthetics.
4 hours of...
Well, no, you can't.
No, I have to. I can't.
No, Munya, we didn't even.
I'm not Tom Holland.
You
I'm not
brought it
trying to-
up. You brought it up.
Yeah, because you wanted a teaser.
Just a little bit more then.
No, it's
a little
just
bit more
a
juice.
full play of information. No, that's all you're getting.
It's a breakfast-friendly show, Munya.
Yeah, well, a full play is cereal in Canada.
Okay, so we better watch this space for the next year because Munya in some sort of capacity.
Yes, you won't even know it's me.
And also, everyone give him a follow on Instagram because those mini eggs.
Yeah, please,
boy,
guys.
if
This is
they're
not
still
even.
there.
This is not even for clout. It's just to save my carpet. I can't keep having people around and them just remembering the brown smear. Come on.
Thank you so much for joining us on the
Thank you,
Capital Extra
ladies.
Breakfast Show. Episode 2 of Race Around Britain is out today.
Correct.
And we'll probably see you soon. But thank you, Munya.
Thank you, ladies. See ya.